The families of 3 police officers whose bodies were retrieved at the Hennops River in Centurion have made a stop there. The constables' remains are being transported from Pretoria to Bloemfontein. They have just passed through one of the toll plazas that's close to Bloemfontein, and here's what Zola Sholwana had to tell us earlier.
In the African culture, usually, when someone has passed on, they would then start where the person was discovered or where the body was, and they would conduct their family rituals. And, shortly after that, then they will make their way. Now, that is exactly what we are seeing here. Families of the 3 constables, here to conduct their family rituals just before they head back to Bloemfontein and to prepare for the funerals of their loved ones. And of course, we have to treat this with utmost sensitivity. Hence, we are unable to get too close to them because we obviously need to give them, some space. You would understand that this was a scene not so long ago where the bodies were retrieved, and also the vehicle, VW, that was actually, used by the constables before, signal was lost and all of that. This is where it was recovered. Of course, at this particular moment, investigations are still underway to determine what could have led to their death, because from what we heard from the police, the vehicle that was discovered, we were told that it will, be of great assistance in terms of the investigations in relation to this particular matter. So shortly after this, these families will be making their way to Bloemfontein. A little bit earlier on, they were in Pretoria at the morgue, and this was to fetch, the remains of their loved ones so that they can go back to, Bloemfontein. And of course, my colleague who is that side will be the one that's going to be, capturing those visuals as they arrive there, because it's quite a distance, so it will take them a bit of time as they are not driving. There's a lot of emotion, I can tell you, from the family members, those that we managed to speak to prior to this live crossing, where they said this is just a reminder of what happened, and to really think that there's a high chance or a possibility that they could potentially lay their loved ones to rest with unanswered questions, because at this particular moment, no one really knows what could have led to them dying. And these people were quite young. I mean, constables, their families were, expecting a lot from them. And one of them would have, celebrated their birthday today on the 4th. And this is what the family has to go through instead of having a celebration.